Hello, my name is Bonventure and this is Eyeing the American Dream on Moving Pictures Kenya. We have been talking to people sharing their experiences on this very farmland. You remember in the previous video, we talked to somebody who found love in this very farm many years ago. Now I want to go into the farm and talk to Mama Janet, the person who has made all this possible, and just hear her experience on this farmland. So come join me as I talk to Mama Janet. I'm sure she's somewhere in this maize plantation harvesting her maize. Mama Janet, as you continue harvesting, you can tell us about your interest in farming.
So, I really enjoy farming. My interest really was prompted by the need to grow some African food or foods that many of us cannot find in the stores that we used to eat while we were home. And so that's how I started. I lived with an American family in Iowa, 1980-81. And the first question she asked me, is there any kind of food that you really would like? And I said I would like sukuma wiki and some githeri. And so she looked into it. We found some recipes. She started growing collard greens. And ever since, I have developed this desire of, wow, what can you grow? What can you grow? And now with the internet, you can Google, you can buy seeds, you can meet farmers, and there's so much you can do together. But with the corn or the maize, once I started it, I would say maybe 15 years or so ago, it's just picked up. And the last 4 years, we keep increasing, and people are getting to know about our corn, and it's organic. We don't use any chemicals or any insecticides. It's just as natural as it can be. So for many people who don't like bugs, they will be scared. But for many people of my age who come from the village, bugs don't bother them. In fact, when they see bugs, they know that this food is pure. It's not been treated with any chemicals. And so mine mainly is because of the health needs, especially now that we have. The better food you eat, the better it is for your body and for your health. Nothing is as good as eating food that reminds you of your mom's cooking or your sister's cooking back home in the village. And so anything that takes me back to what life was like at home, I like to do it. And I like to share with others, the foods that we can have. And there's no need to complain we can't get it. Anybody can grow food anywhere. And you can buy the seeds on the internet. So for me, I keep doing it because I enjoy it. It just, I derive a lot of satisfaction from being a farmer and growing for others. Yes.
So what really can you say gives you satisfaction when you're on the farm?
For me, it's that sense of peace. It's being able to see others come and enjoy the experience. I have had so many people come here. Example would be this afternoon, we had my friend who brought her little girl, and all she could remember was last year and the year before she was on the farm with Grandma Janet, and she couldn't wait to get here. To me, the experience has really done something in that girl, and I would not be surprised if she becomes a farmer or wants to grow. I want also to say is the camaraderie, coming together, people just coming together, talking, telling stories, laughing. That relieves stress. And the name of our farm is CHJ Umoja Gardens. Umoja means unity. And this really has united people. This has brought people of all nationalities, especially of the African continent, together. And I'm hoping beyond this, we can find ways that we can all come together, not just for maize, but sit down, let's talk, let's enjoy each other, let's learn from one another, and let's see what we can do to help our continent back home. Because Africa is the food basket, the future food basket of the world. So can we take these skills there and help our people? Of course we can. Can anybody farm? Yes, they can if they have the interest. But for me, this is where my heart is.
Okay.
Yes.
And then as you've said, as you say, many people from many countries in Africa come here to harvest maize.
Yes.
So what is it? Are there any similarities that you see in them? Are there things that you see that they enjoy which are similar to from one country to another?
First of all, the maize brings them all together. Maize in Nigeria, maize in Kenya, maize in Uganda, Tanzania. It's still maize. I think I've seen only the difference in Ghana. They tend to like the yellow one. But they have a lot of similarities. They talk about the dishes their moms cook or the dishes they make from maize, and they're about the same. But just, I think just them, the Africans being together, coming together and just meeting one another and creating new friendships. That's what I really value. And many have really exchanged phone numbers, and I've heard them say, oh, I've kept in touch with this person I met on the farm, and it's been just a good experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I know there are many people here in the USA who never know where their African community is. So I'm sure when they come to the farm, it's quite an experience.
Oh, it is. And many are so happy to see, oh, there are Africans around. Oh, you know, there are some who are alone in their communities. They've never met any other African. But when they are here, they're really amazed to know that, oh, we still have a community of Africans. And the networking, I would say the networking is the key. You cannot live as an island. Yeah, look out for others. Come. If you want to help harvesting, I'll be happy to have you. Yeah.
And then I know you normally have people here of both sexes, male, female. Are there things that the men talk about that you can say these are common in Kenya? Or are there things that females talk about and you can relate with?
Let me talk of the men. Last year I had a group of men harvesting from St. Louis. And they were just happy, telling stories about their wives, about the experiences, but they were all laughing and they said, oh, our wives or our women are just about the same. I think one of them in particular, the wife wanted to make sure he was up in good time and he was on the farm, he would not be late, she would get her maize. And they were all making fun of that. They said, you know, can you imagine she woke me up at 4 a.m. to make sure that I'm not late to come to the farm. But as I followed them behind, you listen to their stories, you listen to them sharing personal things about what they go through, they laugh about it. That's what the male community needs in America. Men coming together, talking about life issues. And it's easy. In the maize field, you're harvesting, you're having a good time, you're telling stories about home, about your wives. But hey, if you can laugh about it, that's good. You know, we all need each other. And I would encourage more men to come. And I just had a woman tell me yesterday on the phone, oh, our husbands, they want githeri. They ask for githeri, but when you say, oh, let's go get the maize, they don't want that. They don't want to hear that. So you know what, husbands, please support your wives. When they need your help in harvesting or getting the maize, please be there for them. That's all I can say. But the women, wow, they come because they know this is the right food for their husbands, and they're committed. I know the African woman is very committed to family, and she'll do everything she can to make sure that she has the right foods or the foods that the husband enjoys. And so I applaud them and I say, hey, keep it up. You know, family is very important. You really have to take care of your family and make sure your spouses are content and happy, because what else are we living for in this life? But to bring good food home and make sure your family members are happy. Yeah,
because I know here in America life is tough and there are mental health issues.
Oh, so many.
Do you think this is one way of helping in the issue of mental health?
This is where I feel people can just be themselves. They are relaxed, they talk freely, nobody's paying for that therapy session. It's a free therapy session and you can confide in each other and just be yourselves. So to me, coming on the farm with your friends and just bonding and harvesting and having a good time, it relieves a lot of stress. It really does. Yes.
Yeah, and for you, when I look all around, I can see thousands and thousands of acres of American-owned farms. So how do you feel as the only African in the middle of nowhere with a small farm?
Oh, honestly, I look at the farms and I wish I could have as much as they have. But you know, many of these farms were inherited from their parents or from their grandparents. I am content with what I do. I have had to come to a point and say where I am, I'm content with what I do for now. And if God ever leads that piece of big farm to me, hey, I'll be happy. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then I know there are many people in Africa. When you talk to them about a farmland in America, they don't believe, because they know America is a developed country. It's all skyscrapers and all those things you can see. Is that the case?
Land is there, farm is here. You have to hustle and we hustle. There's nothing easy, honestly. I think America has been painted as an easy society where things come easy, but they don't come easy. Even the Americans themselves, honestly, they work hard. Yeah, they really work hard. And so I have respect for them, and I hope our people can realize that, hey, nothing comes easy if you don't work hard for it. Yeah, but here I enjoy, just listen to the sound. I'm not going to say anything, but just capture the sound. In my language, we say, "Okonoradi doom." You hear that beautiful sound? You could do this the whole day and it's therapeutic. You think of how the maize harvesting was at home. Makes you happy. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So now I want to just take us through the corn planting process in the USA. When you come to harvest.
Okay, so most of this land would be tilled at the end of the harvest season, which would be November. Most of November, many of the farmers will want to till the farm so that when the snow comes, it can penetrate through and get the water underground. Those who can't do it, they'll start doing it in April or May. Then by mid-May, many start planting. Come end of June, all the planting is done. Now it's weeding and doing everything to control the weeds. And I tell you, these weeds can really take over if you're really not at it. So like this maize was planted, I would say mid-May, and it's ready already. Yeah, it takes about 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months. And as you can see, it's quite ready. It's nice and soft for eating. So now the African community like it in this condition. So this is where we come and harvest for boiling and roasting, and then for githeri and mokimo, most people, and for us we call it a mahengere. So it's just perfect for that. Beyond, believe me, in less than a week, this maize is going to be hard. You will harvest it, but you won't hear that sound that you've been hearing as I break one. And in maybe by the end of this month, it will start drying. So the heat, the humidity makes it really dry fast. And that's why I urge my people, come. If you want it soft, this is the time. If you want it hard, this is the time. But after it dries, no more selling corn. It's beyond, or maize. I like to call it maize, yes. Yeah, so.
Many people come here and celebrate. They celebrate harvesting maize.
Yes.
They don't know maybe what you go through.
Oh, they don't.
What are some of the challenges you can say you go through in this activity?
Okay, so for me, the major challenge is the weeding, keeping up. But I'm fortunate for this big land. The farmers have the machineries. They're able to use that. In the smaller areas I have to do everything by hand. I plant by hand, I weed by hand, and I harvest by hand. And the challenge is, and I'll say you, most people, especially the younger generations, they don't want anything to do with farm work. It's hard work. People would rather have a computer or office desk where you wear a tie and wear a suit. You go sit in an air-conditioned office and you're an executive. So my challenge is finding laborers to come and help me the weed or harvest. There are very few. Harvesting is the most challenging time because you have to get all these orders delivered to the people who want it, especially in the bigger cities. I encourage coming to the farm, harvesting your own, and just have the experience, enjoy it. Like someone shared, she comes for the experience, not for the corn and not for the money. So when you are here, individually, people may experience different things. But as my friend said, for the last years, I would say 10 years, she comes to the farm, it's more for the experience. Yeah. So those are the challenges, some of the challenges we face. And then I think I would also say some customers are not very understanding. When they want soft maize and you say it's ready, they're not ready to come. So when they're ready to come, it's already gotten harder. Well, I wanted soft maize. I don't have control over that. When I say to you, come, it's ready, that's when you should come. But if you wait another week or 2 weeks, maize changes texture very quickly. And so the lesson I would like to send to my people would be, when you're told it's ready and you want it soft, come immediately. If you want it a bit medium, just come. Because it's hard for me to harvest for people who want. The labor is it's intensive. This work is extremely intensive. We would love to send it everywhere, but it's just limiting. We're very limited in resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking into the future, what would you say are your future plans for this activity?
You know, as much as I enjoy growing maize for my community, I have looked at bringing people together, maybe forming a foundation, especially for you young people. I can happily retire, but leave it in the hands of the young people like you who can grow it and make something out of it. I mean, just grow something that can continue to serve the people who are used to eating white maize. That's my dream for this. I would not want it to die, but I also have to look at my future. I'm not as young as I used to be, and I have to think of slowing down, doing things differently. But I would want that as I make those decisions, I have young people such as you involved in agreeing that you can take it over so that I can leave a legacy. Yeah.
So finally, America has 50 states.
Yes.
So many people will want to know, now I'm in these states and Illinois is far away.
Uh-huh.
How are they going to get their maize?
Okay. I am exploring harvesting like today. Go blanch it, freeze it, store it in freezers, and when someone wants frozen maize, we can package it the amount you want. We put it in a cooler and ship it. You have to pay for your cooler expense, pay for the shipping expenses, and some labor to get all this. And it can arrive by your door. If I ship on Monday to New York, by Wednesday, Thursday, it has arrived, and it's still frozen. We've tested it, it works. Yeah. So it's there if you want like maybe a dozen or 25 maize, we can work that out. Just send a text, make sure you include your name, your address, and I'll follow up on that and see, especially after harvesting. Right now we are focusing on harvesting and selling it fresh as it is. Then later on we'll have the frozen one, and during winter we'll have time to ship. Yes.